Okay. It's time for the after
It's time for the after
show.
show.
Oh, Tennielle was so good. It's so funny. As we
Yes.
were talking to Tennielle, I kind of wanted to take a back seat and like just listen and just like literally like I felt like I listened to her podcast before we
Yeah.
hopped on, so I kind of felt like I was like, oh wait, I gotta actually like pay attention and like be ready to say something. It's like gonna
Yes.
be my turn soon because I was just like, yes, listening to the stories, like yeah, girl, I can relate. Just like, she's such a
Yes.
vibe. Her
She is.
background, her voice. She was speaking
Yes.
patois too, right?
Yes. Yes, she
That's okay.
was.
I wanted to make sure I was using the correct term, but
Yeah. Hmm.
I swear, yeah, yeah, it was a vibe. I loved it.
Listen,
I loved it.
listen. That's why I was like, after being on her podcast, I was like, oh
Yes,
yeah, like
right.
gotta have her on here because
Yes,
like I just knew like yeah, the vibe was just yeah.
yes,
Because you
so
know how
good.
sometimes people ask you for an interview
Yeah.
and you say yes, and the thing is that how we know each other is her husband and I went to high school together.
Oh, high school. I thought it was
Yes,
college.
no, high school.
What?
And so he reached out to me to get my information to see how, and so that she could do, you know how we reach out to guests,
Yeah.
so that she could reach out to me to be on her show.
Get
And so I was
out.
like, okay, cool, favorite to a
Yeah.
classmate, like, all right.
Yeah.
And when I did that first episode, I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is a whole vibe she got going here. Like, I,
Right.
you know how when we were recording this episode, like,
Yeah.
or at least for me, what it felt like, I was like, okay, wait, no, I have to be mindful of the time
Yeah.
because the conversation flows so naturally
Oh my goodness.
that we could have
Yes.
gone for a few hours.
Oh,
And
for
so I was
sure.
like, okay, wait. After that, and that was the same energy and vibe when I was on her podcast. That's why I was like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we got to have her here.
Yes, yes. I see why, girl. It was such a vibe. I just, ugh, I'm just taking it all in. I actually really can't wait to listen to the episode. I feel like there
Yeah.
are some shows that we do that I don't know. Maybe I'm in the moment a bit more. I don't know what it is, but I don't necessarily listen to the episode like
Yeah.
when it actually airs. But this is one
Yeah.
where I'm like, oh, I actually can't wait for this because I want to tune in and just kind of sit with it and not have to be on where I'm like, okay, I got to ask a question. But Tennielle is
Right.
definitely a vibe. Thank you for
Yes.
making sure that we had on the podcast. This was so good. I know that so many listeners are going to connect with her and her
Yes.
story and just everything that she shared. I was kind of just visualizing parts of her story as she went through and shared. And yeah, it was awesome.
Listen, yes, I really am looking forward to how many folks say that there was some piece of her journey
Yep.
that they can definitely relate to, right?
Yep.
Like I think that was a thing,
Yeah.
is there was something in everything that she said for all of us.